everyone. So I have a minute here where Lex is calm. So I'm going to do this week's TTW, or Things This Week, that Lisa does on her channel where she does this. It's called Things This Week. Anyway, so this week is the travel tag. This is the first TTW that I've done, but I've been wanting to do them for a while, so figured I would jump in and do it today. So the travel tag. So question number one, how many states have you been to? So I counted it up, and I think I've been to about 20 or so. If it counts states that you've driven through, I've probably been to a few more. But I think I've been to around 20 or maybe a few more. Question two, what is your favorite place to travel to? So my favorite place to travel to, I have two. My first is going out and visiting my sister who lives in Oregon. That's fun just because I get to see her. My other favorite place, it's not second, it's actually probably my first favorite place, is the place where my family goes on vacation in Maine. It's just, my family's been going there since my dad was a kid, and it's just like a great kind of tradition, and I've grown up going there, and it's kind of like my happy place, and so it's just a lot of fun to go there. So that's probably my absolute favorite place to travel to. Number three, what is the place that you want to travel to? There's a couple. I would love to go to Australia someday. I just think that would be an amazing place to visit. I also really, really want to go to Alaska. Eric and I both would love to go on an Alaskan cruise. That was kind of our first thought for a choice for a honeymoon, but we decided it was just too much and too expensive. So now it's kind of like we're saving up for it now to do, maybe when Lex is a teenager or something like that. So, those are the kind of the top two places I'd love to go. Number four, what was your most memorable trip ever? Probably when my family went to England when I was 17. It was kind of the last family vacation where me and all of my siblings were there. I have an older sister, I have a younger brother, and I have a younger sister. And all of us were able to go on this trip, and it was just us. There was no significant others or anything. And it was just a really nice time. My dad had a business trip, and we somehow managed to get to go along. So that was probably my most memorable trip. We did a lot of fun stuff, and it was kind of the last time that we were all together as a family for that kind of vacation. Number five, what was the best souvenir that you brought home? I haven't brought a lot of souvenirs home, I don't think. Like sweatshirts. I used to, as a kid, collect shot glasses and little mini mugs. I liked little things, so I used to collect shot glasses from each state that I would visit, and the couple times that I went to Canada and stuff. But I haven't really had any really very memorable souvenirs that I brought home. So, number six, what are three must-have items in your carry-on bag? Water or a drink of some sort, my phone, and a book or a magazine, because during takeoff and landing, you're not supposed to have electronics on. And I know some people don't pay attention to that, but you're not supposed to have electronics on, so you can't do stuff on your phone, you can't do stuff on an iPad, so having a book or a magazine or something to look at, I think is a must-have for me. 7, what was the longest road trip you've ever taken? Probably, so I was born in Tennessee, but we now live in New England. So my family has been down to Tennessee to visit friends since then a number of times. So that's probably the longest road trip. That's about 18 to 20 hours, something like that, around that. So that's probably the longest road trip, and I've driven it once myself. 8, what was the best roadside attraction you've ever seen? So my favorite, I don't know if it's considered a roadside attraction, but my favorite is in Virginia. There is the Johnny Appleseed restaurant. and there's also a hotel attached to it. But that always used to be a stopping point when I was a kid, when we would drive down to Tennessee and drive back up. And they have a huge Johnny Appleseed statue there that used to, I assume it's still there, I haven't seen it in years, but that used to be able to press a button and it would like tell you all the different kinds of apple stuff that they have at the restaurant. And that was just, as a kid, that was just a cool thing. I haven't seen many roadside attractions, but that's my favorite. Number 9, what was the worst place you've ever visited? I don't know. I would say the place that didn't have very much interesting stuff was Milwaukee. It was not very exciting. But I don't think there's really like a bad place that I've visited. I mean, all the trips that I've been on, I think, have been pretty interesting. So, yeah, but Milwaukee was kind of boring. And number 10, who do you love traveling with? I haven't really been on big trips with Eric, my husband. We have never flown anywhere together. We just kind of don't go on big trips. We go on like little trips. Like we went on a honeymoon, but it was just like a 4-ish hour drive from us. So like not big trips. But I do like going on vacations with him. But the other person that I love going away with on trips is my dad. I've been able to go on a bunch of like his business trips with him just to kind of just to kind of see different places, which has been kind of cool. I was homeschooled for much of my schooling, and so I had the freedom to go along with him. So I got to go to like Washington D.C. with him a couple of times. I've gotten now, as I've gotten older, I've gotten to go to Montreal with him. I've gotten to go. The Milwaukee trip was actually with him. I've gotten to go to Florida and to Louisiana, and so like just kind of it's nice. My dad and I are pretty close, so it's nice to get to go along with him and have kind of extra time with him and stuff like that, and see a new place at the same time. And the bonus question number 11: where was the last place you traveled, and where's the next place you will travel? The last place I traveled was our family vacation to Maine, which was in August, the end of August. The next place I'll travel, we don't have any plans right now to go traveling anywhere. I am hopeful that I will make it out to visit my sister in Oregon at some point in the next 3 or 4 months, because she also has a baby that I have not met yet. So I'm hoping to make that one of my next trips, but I honestly don't know, because we don't have any trips planned. But yeah, hopefully Oregon. So that is it. Excuse me. Lex is very cooperative, so I appreciate that. And that's it for the TTW for this week. So hopefully I will keep up with this, and I will do it again next week.